Alright, folks, it's gonna be a pretty easy day today. We're just gonna do some little light stuff. I'm probably gonna start a new game, kind of show you guys the basics of Farm Simulator. A couple little tips and tricks, maybe. If you guys are lucky. This isn't like a tips and tricks video. I'm not gonna edit any of this, but if you're watching the live stream and you wanna maybe find some tips and tricks from somebody who's played this game a little bit. Maybe you're having problems understanding why people like this game because you're missing the fundamental concept. Maybe you don't know how to plant. Maybe you don't know how to ride the horses. Maybe you don't know how to get the cheat box. So, oh, nice. It tells you when the mods have had updates. Alright, so first off, we're going to start off with the mods. Mods in this game are probably the thing that make it the most fun. The game itself is fun, it's difficult, it has lots and lots of different things you can do. And lots of different ways you can play. You don't even have to just... you don't even have to, Dude, stop! God. What was I saying? You don't even have to farm, man. There's so many different... Look at all that shit, man. There's so much different shit you could do besides farm. It's ridiculous. Looks like they've updated all the mods. People have added all kind of new mods. I'm guessing because, you know, free game PlayStation, so 1 million people got this game, so everybody wants to put their mod out and be useful. Appreciate it. I can't read it. I can't see it. I don't have time to fuck with it, so... Somewhere around in these mods, in the gameplay, or the packages, or probably the most downloaded. Maybe not. Anyway, we're looking for something called government subsidy. Government subsidy. Right now we're showing all the mods. You can click in the left stick and it'll show only the top mods. There's plenty of maps that we're not even gonna get into. So just want to show you guys what the government subsidy looks like. First I want to check out these farm buildings. Alright, where's that? Government subsidy right there. If you're looking for money, you look for the money cheat. That's the money cheat. Seasons, if you're down with that, I think every 9 days or something. It goes through a rotation every 9 days, but it's based on actual seasons: summer, fall, winter, spring. Then, as you can see, there's like snowy regions. They have different seasons because everywhere in the world has different kind of seasons. So let me show you what I'm talking about that. Well, whatever we were in just a minute ago. Oh, it's because I have all the mods. Come on. What did I do? There we go. Come on. Alright. Gameplay, show all mods. And as you see, all these seasons pop up. So that's pretty cool. And cool little mods like this. I recommend, I mean, mostly for the most part, compared to other games, it's pretty safe, man. You put the mods on, you know, and as long as you don't have a mod on that blows up your tractor while you've got a mod on that keeps your tractor from blowing up. You know, I have yet to see any real issues with the mods. There's some issues here and there with the way they're coded, designed, whatever their box, the dimensions, whatever, the way that it fits in the game. Sometimes it doesn't jive with certain modded maps or certain other modded objects. Yesterday I was playing on a modded map with a modded tractor, and for some reason every time I would drive over a bridge, I would get stuck on an invisible mountain, and it was not fun. So we'll just say that I did a lot of resetting that tractor until finally I just said to hell with it and started using a different tractor. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do something basic here. I'm gonna start a new save game. I suppose. Alright, we're gonna go new farmer. Just because they already give you some buildings and such. Huh. I'm not sure where to really go. I kinda like Goldcrest. So I think I'm gonna go to Goldcrest. That's an old map. Let's try something different. Old Felsbrunn. Felsbron. But you can see I have a lot of mods downloaded. Some of them you have to pay for, some of them you don't. I would say almost all of them you don't. Certain ones like this one, Cotton Pack, John Deere. Okay, so first off, you're wondering, should I buy the Platinum expansion? Should I buy the John Deere pack? That's up to you. The price is about half right now. I think for all the mods and it, I think I bought everything except for one tractor and the seasons mod, or not the seasons, season pass. And it cost me like 17 bucks for the Platinum expansion and the 4 other tractors that I had going, and the John Deere set, which comes with like a few tractors and shit. But it's up to you, because these other tractors, this 9RT, John Deere 7R, 6x20, all these tractors and shit over here, these are separate. These are not part of the Cotton DLC, so as far as I can tell, you get like 5 tractors, you get a couple little tools, and you get the John Deere cotton harvester, which in my opinion, it's got a lower hopper. I don't know what that means. It just holds less cotton, but I'm pretty sure it's fairly similar to the other cotton harvester. You don't need the John Deere cotton pack to actually harvest cotton in the game. So, just a little heads up, don't be like me and buy the cotton harvester thinking you need that to play the cotton harvesting part of the game. So, as you can see, we have plenty of mods on. We'll just go ahead and start it up. Oh, Turtle Beaches. Auto shutdown enabled. Auto shutdown disabled. Auto shutdown. Press to cancel. Auto shutdown. Oh. Sorry, that must be the cancer waking up. I ain't got a spitter. Huh. Alright. Fix that. It takes a little bit longer to load depending on the map, depending on what mods you have equipped. It seems like if you just run the base game with no mods, this part seems to load up a lot faster. Me personally, I don't mind waiting an extra minute because I like all the extra tractors. I have no clue what this is. Okay. I have yet to be here. This looks strangely familiar. I feel like this is similar to Gold Crest. So as you can see, we have 2 fields and a couple small pieces of equipment. I'm probably just gonna sell all of it. Right, you see how we have 100 grand top there? Alright, now if you're just playing through the game, you know, I suggest you go somewhere else, check that out. I'm sure there's people to talk to you on how to make money in this game and whatnot, but that's not me. It's not what I'm here for. Oh, I can actually climb this ladder, huh? Very cool. It's not me. Is not what I'm here for today. Today I'm going to show you guys how to just play the game for fun. So we're going to pull up the mod menu, assuming you guys went and got the government subsidy. Alright, what I do is I go somewhere that, like, I'm not going to be driving. Alright, so over here it'd be like over here somewhere in this backyard because I own it. But you know, there's not a lot of real estate here. I'm not going to be walking back here. I'm not going to be paying any attention to this area, so I'm going to put about and sometimes, you know, I'll get them up against the house like this, or I'll turn them sideways somehow if I can remember how to turn. Yeah, you can rotate the sign kind of sideways and put it up against the wall, so it's a little harder to see. Just like this, you know, if you're trying to hide it or something. In the other games, I just put it in the middle of the creek or something, but this is not the other game, so you have to own the property you put the cheat code on. And it's the property that I own. So these fancy signs that I put up should generate me about 5. I think they each generate 500, or they each generate 100,000 an hour, so what I'll do is pop up here to the pause menu. Bap, 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 bap. I'm gonna go over here to the tractor with the gear on the top. It's game settings. We're gonna crank that to 120 the game time. And just let the money pile up. Hey, let the money pile up. Hey, let the money pile up. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Watch the money right now. Watch the money. There it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby. 1,100,000. All right. Now, if you want, usually you just let that run for a minute, a couple hours. Once you get up to like 2.5, 3 million, you could pretty much sell everything and start a whole new farm and buy whatever the hell you want. And usually $3 or $4 million will cover all that, and you'll still have money left over. But I'm just gonna pop this off twice, right quick. Pop, pop. All right, now we got 2 mil. Crank that time scale down. If you feel that once you get up there and you need, let's say you put down 15 signs, all right, and then it drops 10 mil right off the rip, and all of a sudden you're like, damn, I got more money than I'm gonna need. I don't need these government subsidy signs over here taking up all my space, looking ridiculous, when I've already got all the money I need, right? So, oh, cool. Nice. Huh. Details in this game. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you go over here, you press the touchpad, and then you press triangle to go to your garage, and then bop bop, there's all your government subsidy signs. So I have like 10. I think I'm gonna sell 5 of them. Just a little painstaking. So I'm gonna sell these 2. Obviously, ourselves at 4. About $2 million. Something 400,000 or something. Alright, and we're gonna go through and we're just gonna sell these. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Sell everything. If you want to keep your silo, that's fine. If you want to keep your farmhouse, that's fine. You want to keep your barn, whatever, that's fine. Whatever. It'll be fine. For now, I suggest using like a multi-grain lift or a multi-grain silo if you intend on no, I can't climb that ladder, that's kind of silly. Anyway, I would suggest using some sort of multi-grain, multi-fruit, various fruit, because sometimes it's easier to store hay and straw in a silo than it is to bale it up and everything right now. So if you have like a multi-fruit or a multi-grain silo, which is typically a mod as far as I could tell, download that, place it here, and you could store your hay and your grass and whatever else into that silo. I have no vehicles. Alright, you guys, just give me 1 second. And I'll be right back. And when I come back in about 2 minutes, I'm going to buy vehicles and we'll get started. What did I just drop? Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. When I come back in about 2 minutes, we'll get started on buying these vehicles and actually getting the game started. Just give me a minute. Sorry guys, nature calls. Feel better. So, all right. Now that we have enough money to buy anything that we want, roughly, I guess we want to save. Alright, we're gonna check out the fields here. As you can see, we own these two. And what seems to be this little spot right here. 2 fields is fun. I think we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna buy 21 right here, and maybe even 28 down here, 29. I'm not sure. Maybe even just 28, 29. We'll start off small. So we're gonna click in when we're on this map here. We'll just click in the left stick. You got your the green area represents property that you own. Some properties are not with the field, so like that comes with the field, that comes with the field. Okay, a lot of these come with the field. Maybe this map is that way. Seems that way. Okay, so some of the maps that you'll play in this game, let's say you click here, it would highlight strictly the brown square underneath, so like the blue. I'm sorry, I have to highlight somewhere else, don't pay attention. This brown square right here, this rectangle, would be the only thing that would light up, and then you would have to purchase the grass around here as a separate purchase, and it would probably in this instance, this field and this field would have to be bought separately, and then you would buy the pond, the grass, and everything around it all the way out to the road. So this fortunately is pretty simple. So we'll purchase 21 and 28 and 29. So we have 5 fields now. 5 fields. 3 small ones, 1 medium, and 1 large. It's like small to large. I mean, really, some of these are massive, but 21 is a pretty big field. You know, it's gonna take a little minute. Damn, well, it goes from right about there to well, down to about where those trees are. So what am I doing? You be buying stuff. Okay, silos. Let's go ahead and patch it up. Let's see. Small multi-fruit silo. I like the small because you can add large additions to this, and it just takes up less space. So this is the multi-fruit silo I was talking about that allows you to store things that aren't grains. You can store grass, you can store hay, etc. So So see how this field goes long ways and both the ends are clear. That's the easiest way to use the AI, is to start them at the long end, down here on the left hand side by where all the options are on the screen where it says controls. Start from that end and go to the other end. And so we'll try not to build anything that gets in the way of that. So I'll build stuff over here like that. Now with this you could change the placement height, so you could actually put it higher or lower depending on the map and the object. But this time it just so happened to work out, but you just have to be careful, because if you accidentally have this up too high, when you go to build it, it'll actually raise up the ground all around your road and all over your here by your field and stuff. So I kind of want to make sure that's low. And then we'll put this here. You know, luckily these modded multi-fruit extensions, the exit tube is right over the vent, the grate that you actually dump stuff into. The tube actually comes back out over top of that, which is kind of convenient. So you can put these larger silos all around without worrying about blocking the the exit tube. So this is what I'm talking about here. And on these ones that come standard in the game, I guess they figure your trailer might be too tall, and they might be right. So maybe this is not a smart idea. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out. So now that we have our extensions here, we have some grain. It looks like just wheat. And this looks like it needs to be plowed. And what is that? More wheat. I love how I'm checking the road like it matters. This is potatoes. Remove tops. Alright. Not sure how to do that. Should be fairly simple. So we will go to the tractors. Now I suggest, for a farm this size, you can always use smaller equipment, it just takes longer. But as you'll see, as you change the engine setup, the horsepower goes up or down. So 205 is the max on that. And then 205 is the minimum on this one. 295 is the maximum, so but this is a pretty big tractor, you know. It's pretty big. You can you can change the tires, narrow tires, you know, whatever. I just like it pretty standard. When you go putting extra wheels and stuff on it, it makes it kind of hard to turn. Narrow tires just aren't aesthetically pleasing to me. Personal preference. Anyway, this larger tractor here, I'm going to buy 2 of these. And I usually buy 2 of these also. And those narrow tires, we're going to buy that one because we're just going to leave crop destruction on, just in case anybody wants to leave crop destruction on. Just whenever you do your thing, use the narrow tires. And so that was that. 295. We got a couple that are 300 horsepower. And we got a couple that are 200 horsepower, so that should be well enough for what we need right now. We're also going to need a harvester. These harvesters can range from tiny to giant. You can go by the horsepower to see how big it is, but typically it's not a good indicator. I usually go by the if you see the fill box, it's like the not the gas tank, not the speed, but right next to the speed and right above the planting type, like you have the corn and the wheat and whatever. Right above that it says 3540, and it goes up as the tractors get larger. So that's pretty intense, but I just like to keep it simple. Depending, let's see, that one was pretty big, so I'm gonna go with a mid. We're gonna go with the medium size one. Actually, yeah, that one was potatoes, wasn't it? Alright, so we're gonna buy this and see what it does. I've never used it before. Let's see if it does it top. How do you top? I don't even know. Top the potatoes. Just run them over with a lawnmower. I don't know. Then the other one was wheat, so oh no, I spend all my money. Oh yeah, I forgot I bought all that property. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, let's crank up the time right quick. Need a couple days to go by. Let's go. The alternative to letting time go by is putting up more signs. If you put up more government subsidy signs, you get more money at one time. See? And I took all mine down because I thought I had all the money I needed. That was not smart. Alright, the easy way to find that is to go through the names there. Find government. And just... Yeah, now let's watch that money pile up. I'm just gonna start shopping. It'll pile up while I'm shopping. Just like real life. Alright. Oh yeah, this thing's, I've been wanting to mess with that. Like, what? What? Sorry, I was checking my notifications. I gotta check them every so often because I've got them turned off, so I can't see if anybody sent me a party invite or anything like that. Anyway, back to it. What do we got? Harvesters. So I need some trailers to collect my stuff. Farm this size. So farm this size, you need like 2 of these. We'll go with 3 because I did buy some more property. Just to start out. I still need to buy this truck here. This one holds. Nice. We're just gonna leave the colors the same. I'm not really trying to do it all ridiculous or anything. If you want to take the easy way out like I did, you need to build places for your seeds. I can't see a thing. I couldn't see. I hope I didn't mess that up. Okay, yeah, not bad. As you saw, this one had to be a little offset because it wouldn't let me sit back here for whatever reason. Oh, look at that money. Alright. Now that we have 22 million, I think that'll hold us over for a minute. That's the moon. Huh. It's bright as hell. You can set up a wash station, whatever you want. I don't really mess with it. I just let the tractors get dirty. I don't care. Build sheds if you want. Oh my. Oh, no, 1 second, please. Alright. So many distractions. Not enough time for everything. I guess I can start trying to get these tractors ready, huh? Okay. Good thing I'm not far from home base here. Need to buy a harvester headers. Turn lights on with R1 and circle. The more times you tap it, the more lights come on until you press circle and it goes off. So. Right, and then the sun's coming out. So it's fine too. So, I'm gonna leave the lights on. It's still kind of dark. Grab this trailer. Do our best to try to hook up with this other trailer. Doesn't always work out the way you want it to. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's sometimes it's better to go fast than just wiggle that stick back and forth. This thing here, what does this do? Excuse me, son. I need to go through. Oh, look at these lights. Look at these on my car. Not water. Okay, well, it's fun. Looks like I also need a weeder. Ah, man. I would suggest buying, what I'm gonna do, since I'm just using the same. Now, New Holland has a trailer similar to this. It's like universal, depending on which header you get. The bigger the header, the different trailer you're gonna need. So, I need one of these, I think, and one of these. Yep, and this one too. Alright, so now I have the ability to harvest pretty much everything except for cotton. Let's see, all these tractors. It's best when you're in a situation like this to buy a truck. It doesn't matter which truck, just get a truck. And a low loader. So go to this one because it's extendable and I'm trying to get multiple tractors here. L1 and down extends out the trailer. And then with this trailer, it unhooks at the front and loads at the front. So we're gonna go up the front, move the tractors, move the truck. Dude. Stop with all the noise, man. I'm going to be able to fit 3 tractors on there. That's definitely not how you're supposed to do it, but hey. This isn't real life, so we can do stuff to make it easy on ourselves. Alright, now we've got all of our tractors loaded up. take your header. Stick it over here on top of this header trailer. Luckily in Farm Sim 19, it automatically locks it on there for you. So you just gotta put it on there, it'll flip it and spin it around in whatever direction it needs to. And then this hooks to the harvester. Before we do that, I'm gonna grab the other header. Finish the corn and sunflowers. Alright, now these things have some light. It's probably the same as all the other lights. You see them on them. You see them doing work. Now depending on what harvester you bought, this might take you a minute. Some of the harvesters max out at like 12 or 16 miles per hour. But others are small enough that you can just put them on a trailer. So it's not that bad, but alright, I did that backwards, it's my fault. Unhook the trailer, scoot up, unhook the header, back it up, or you can swing it around, whichever you prefer. Header up on the trailer. Now you're going to L1 and X to unfold the harvester. I'm going to R1 and L1 and right stick. I like to adjust this thing down. I don't know why. I'm not sure if this is how it works in real life, but it just looks better to me. So then you just go up, press circle, have your little helper do his thing. By that, got some corn. I got straw swap enabled. You can disable it, and it will just spray this straw all over the place. But I like to collect it most of the time. Alright, so that's one thing. Let's jump back here to potato. I need a weeder. So if you have, if you go to the mods, you can download a mod for this tractor. T234 WR edition. Anyway, this thing hauls ass. It's good for like transporting equipment back and forth from the store. Because some of these wagons and tools, like a tedder or a windrower, a truck, can't hook up to it, so I'm looking for a weeder. If I would have thought ahead, I would have just left these tractors off. I was going to, but then I didn't think I needed that much equipment, so I was like, well, can I just go faster? And I can show you guys how to use the truck. Anyway, these little cars get on your nerves. You can turn the traffic off. If you turn the traffic off and restart the game, in the old one, the parking lots would be empty also, so maybe it works the same in this one. I wasn't supposed to have another one. 1 second, please. Alright, so now that I've got all my tractors here, move them all out, whap, 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 just get them out of the way. Seeing this way. Here's a few of the options I suggest, alright? We're going to turn traffic off. Turn this off. The automatic engine start. The reason why, I'll show you why. Alright, when I jump from tractor to tractor, it doesn't make that awful sound that it makes when it starts every single one. You have to manually start it, but you kind of get used to it, so it's not that big of a deal. But here's the upside, right? If I were to have left all these, you can leave them running. So if I would have left these on the trailer, I wouldn't have had to sit there and wait for them to start up before I take off. Just jump out of one, jump in the other. Wow, I'm already moving. So, shut them all off now. I'm not sure how the gas works. I assume if you let them sit there and run for long enough, it would use gas. But for the most part, if you go to another part of the map, if you come back, they still shut themselves off. They just stay on while you're in proximity to make things easier, like what I was just showing you. I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Put this thing on the front. Back. Grab this trailer. Scoot out. Like I said, this tractor will haul some ass. Helper D has a full grain tank. Just perfect timing. Drop that off for a second. These are sort of parts. Drop this off. I wonder if I have crop destruction on. So I just drove crop. Oh yeah, it totally is. As you can see, with these tires are safe. But the tires on the trailer, not so much. Alright, we're just gonna have to kill some of this. So be mindful of that. Alright, I'm gonna grab this thing off. Also the lights will stay on for you. It's kinda nice. gonna grab this little guy. We're gonna hit the weeder. Oh, there's the light, finally. Okay. Here comes the sun. Dee 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 dee. Here comes the sun. This is not gonna work, because I will destroy my crops with this tractor, you son of a bitch. Alright guys, I usually turn crop destruction off, so I'll just submit to that. But, definitely adds another element of gameplay, really makes you slow down. So, lights, attach, move, turn this tractor off. Away. Alright. Then we'll hire a worker. So maybe those aren't weeds. It says weed. That's weird. My tractor not have enough juice for the weeder. 95 horsepower. Can only be used in the first growing stages of crop. Well, it says to weed. Right. What about this thing? Can I use this to top? Yes, so. Decent. The AI is kind of stubborn, so you gotta. You got to really make sure you give them a proper sorting. Whatever the fuck it says in Modern Warfare. Burning up my money, you better be sitting there off the clock. I better not be burning up my $16. Alright, this thing I don't understand, so we're just gonna call it blast. Blast. slow. I don't really dig this garage too much. Driving all up over the fire. Who built this? Who built this field? You're fired. You're fired. When you get done harvesting the wheat, or whatever you're harvesting, just make sure your trailer, when you bought it, just make sure it was a pretty wide variety of things that you could put in there. And, I'm gonna grab the same trailer I used earlier. I turned the traffic off, so you know, luckily there's nobody in the city to block, for me to block any traffic, so I can like wherever. Then you take your grains and you can put them wherever you want. I'm going to put these in a regular hopper bin because I know this one takes just grains. It's too late for me to keep things separated. Looks like F is full over here too. So. Without destroying the field or the tractor. And collect this stuff. Potatoes. Potato harvesting is ridiculous. One run, 45%. So for something like that potato thing, I mean, you could still only fill one cart with it though, so it's not like you need a longer train of carts or anything. So what you do when they're empty, so you know they're empty, you just fold that pipe back in. Okay, so you close that up. Shut the lights off. Sure it shut off. Alright. Take this apart. Plant some shit. No, I don't have a planter. No planter, because I'm an idiot. Okay, so here's what we do. Attach your old fastback here. Take it over. Alright. Pause, go to the map. Go to the map, go to the map, and you gotta click in the right stick on that circle right in front of you, because that's tractor right next to you, the one that's going fast with. Alright, you're gonna click on that. You're gonna hit reset. Yes. cool. Don't hold me to this, but I'm pretty sure that cleans the tractor too, so could be wrong about that, but alright. And what am I gonna get? I'm gonna get cedar. Or and a planter. And I'm also just going to go ahead and buy bags of seeds. Solid fertilizer. And refill. Then you're going to do that same thing again. You're going to respawn your tractor back to the base, back to the store over there. Pick up your other thing, refill it, and bring it over here too. And I'm not going to get that far. The truck. It's in the way, boss. Alright. The nice thing about this, you should probably let me check it out. Needs lime. Man, ain't nobody got time for that shit, man. Which one's fertilized? 11. Alright, so you're gonna have to spread some lime on here. I don't know nothing about that. But you can just plant shit on here anyway, so see the wheat. That circle? I got it. Oh boy! But no, if you hold L1, you can lower, lift, turn on, select seed, whatever, so. And then you just get your worker on the job, boss. Wow. And that plant's good. Put it on this stuff. Well, that's going to conclude today. Let me get off here and stretch. Feel like I've been on this game for 3 days straight.